What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to get another video out. This particular video is going to be on blue pine, and I know it sounds weird. It was weird the first time I heard it, but I looked it up and did a little research on it, and it's some really cool stuff. And so basically what it is here in Georgia we have a southern pine beetle that gets into the pine trees, and it ends up killing them. So what happens is it's a very tiny bug, and here's a picture. And so what happens is this southern pine beetle gets in underneath the bark. It starts burrowing around the tree in the sapwood to lay its eggs, and it eats the tree. So basically when it goes through the sapwood, and it bands the tree and kills it. So it's a slow process. You really don't know that they're in there until you see pine straw turning brown in the tree, and then it just slowly dies, and then the bark falls off. But even when the bark is falling off, these trees are extremely strong. And the wood is really good. And so what happens is this southern pine beetle has a bacteria, and when it gets in the tree, it starts seeping down through it wherever the pine beetles are at, and it causes a blue silverish stain color. I've cut some open, and it's even had red in it. It's some really cool stuff, and it's really good to use for siding and whatnot. Wouldn't use it inside for anything unless it's been kiln dried. But what I'm going to do, I've got a few logs laying here that are beetle kill. You can see the bark's falling off of them. And actually, if you take a look at the ends of them, you can see some of the staining coming down through. But just going to throw these up on the mill and get them milled up for siding on the firewood shed on the gable ends. It'll give it a pretty cool look, and probably try to get a video of that once it's the siding is up on the gable ends and I'm done with it. So anyway, you're going to throw these up on the mill and get them milled up, and we'll take a look at it here in a few seconds. So here's the first cut, and it's already, you can see the blue staining. This is more silver right now. We'll get into some more color probably in a second. It just shows you this is the first cut, and look what we have. This one has just a little bit more blue in it. This one has a little bit more blue in it. As you get towards the center, you can see the variation a little bit. Different colors. A little light blue there. Gets into some blue. And all the way down. And that's caused by the southern pine beetle. Pretty cool character with the knots inside and the staining. So I cut these boards at 7/8 to use for siding. That way if they shrink just a little bit, we'll get 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 8 boards out of that log at 7/8. So gonna get the rest of these up here and do some more milling. So we got the second log milled up, and on this one you can see a lot better the pine beetle little holes. They're little burrows. Each of these little dots is a hole, and you can see them just a little bit better on this one than you could the other one. Still got the staining going on. This is just the second board into it, so I'm gonna uncover the rest. If I get some cool color, I'm gonna show you guys. So the second log I cut didn't have much color in it. It was a base log, and so it had a lot more sap in it, but it had less staining. But this was an upper log with the bark already removed, and this has got all kinds of color in it. And this is called blue pine. So basically what happens when it dries out, it just dries out real silver, but right now it has a little blue sheen to it. So they call it blue pine. Good siding boards. Like I say, they'll dry out a real silver color. Well, I hope you liked it. Blue pine. It's a pretty unique southern pine beetle, courtesy of. Really good looking stuff, like I said. And like you saw, those 3 logs were about 12 inches, probably average. I think I got 8 or 9 boards out of each one. No particular dimensions. I think they're about 1 by 8. These in the middle are a little wider, but got about 24 boards, 25 boards out of that for some good siding. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any suggestions or questions or comments, you know, put them down in the comments. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit subscribe. I like to have more subscribers. Going to get more videos up. So thank you very much for watching.